Hi everyone and welcome to Dan's Big Tech, and on today's show I thought I'd take a look at the PlayStation 4 camera.
The PlayStation camera launched around the same time as the PS4 console at the end of 2013. It's the successor to the PlayStation 3's PlayStation Eye and PlayStation 2's EyeToy before it. It comes with two cameras with a 1280 by 800 pixel resolution each. That's around about standard HD. One of these cameras is usually used by the PS4 to aid with motion detection and distance detection.
So if we take a close look at the camera.
It's got about 2 meters of cable, which should be plenty to help position it, and to further help, it's got an adjustable stand so you can have it looking slightly upwards or downwards to suit your needs.
The camera uses a non-standard connector. It's basically USB, but what Sony have done is change the end so that it won't fit your PC.
That means you can't double this up as a PC webcam without rewiring the end and then installing third-party software.
Sneaky of Sony to do that, but unfortunately that's where we are.
The camera can be used in a number of ways with the PS4. It can be used with the PS4 OS for voice commands, all commands. Start notifications, and facial recognition login. It adds features to compatible games. Not that many though, and some won't work through remote play, which is how I typically use my PS4, so I felt that was quite a shame. Of course there's a Playroom App, which is just a demo really, a showcase of how the camera works. You'll be done with this very quickly. It doesn't work with remote play in case you're wondering. It can be used with the Share Factory app for video editing, which, while a bit tricky to use, has some powerful features. It can even do chroma key effects. And it can be used as a webcam while live streaming your games. They've included plenty of options for this. Comparing the PlayStation camera to the usual camera I use for these recordings, that's the Samsung S6 Edge Plus's camera, which I set down to a 1280 by 720 resolution just to keep the file sizes down. We can see that the PlayStation 4 camera has a slightly better colour representation, but it's a little bit washed out. Also, I noticed a slight flickering in the video. The microphone audio and the PlayStation 4 camera didn't quite come through as well as it did on the Samsung either.
This is the audio for the PlayStation 4 camera. And of course, this is the audio from my regular camera.
Let's take a look at the pros for the PlayStation camera. It's affordable. At about £40, it's not a lot to ask, provided you already have a PlayStation 4. It's a camera for your PlayStation 4. Since there's no other way to give the PlayStation 4 a camera, it's great to have all those features that I've mentioned earlier on in this review. It's used with the PSVR service, so if you should happen to pick up a PlayStation VR, you'd already have the camera you need, which you'd otherwise have to pick up separately or as part of a bundle. And the cons? It's a static camera, limited by that 2 meter cable. You're pretty much limited to the room where you keep your PS4 for this one. It can't be used on a PC, at least not without modifying the cable and obtaining unofficial third-party software to run it. Mediocre video. It doesn't give the best video quality and it's limited to that 1280 by 800 resolution. Sure, I've been comparing it with the 16 months newer Samsung cameras, but Sony did release a new version of the camera at the end of 2016 with the same internals and spec, but just with an improved shape.
So how do I feel about the PlayStation camera? Satisfaction wise?
I gave it a low score of 4 because it's not too well supported software wise. You're very quickly done with it once you've finished the very few games it does support, and there's even games that have come out that will use a app on your phone to take pictures, upload it to the internet, and then you download it whilst you're playing the game on the PlayStation later, just to avoid using the PS4 camera. The PS4 video editing software is difficult and cumbersome to use, and the proprietary cable just doesn't make sense to me. Unless you're picking up a PlayStation VR anytime soon, or want an easy way to provide a webcam on your game streams, I'd probably give this one a miss.
So there you have it. It's been me, Dan, and I'll see you next time on Dan's Big Tech. See you everyone.